Yes, this is in fact the outfit I wore a couple days ago. But in case you're wondering, yes, I put this in the wash because you have to do that. So, with that said, yeah, it's still morning. Good morning, happy Friday, everyone. Let's get to my low and high act of kindness. And I still have some more housekeeping to do. Oh yeah, if you can believe it, like talking about Matt Wright's new staff special wasn't the only thing I needed to discuss with you all. So before I get into that, let's get to my low and high act of kindness. My low is I got yesterday's NFL pick incorrect. In fact, I thought the Buccaneers were going to win, but the Falcons won. Therefore, let me get this over with and out of the way. I am 0-1 going into today. So there we go. Oh, actually going to the weekend. Admittedly, I did check this morning to see, wait, are there NFL games today? Because listen, this time of year, the holiday season gets crazy. Remember the day after Thanksgiving, we had a Friday game between the Bears and the Eagles. So, games on Friday? Nah, they're all a possibility. Not to mention, I know there's going to be games on Christmas, too. That's going to be crazy. But we got some time to work. We got some time to prepare for that. Let's see, what's my high? My high is I got to talk to my mom yesterday. It was actually quite nice. And it was great. Not only did I talk to my mom, but I also got to talk to my little nephew because my mom was watching him. It was actually really fun. It was actually, it really did make my day. Talking to my mom and my nephew, make my nephew laugh. That was actually really special. Honestly, I really should get to doing that more. So, yeah, moments like that really make it worthwhile. And what's my... Actually, there was actually someone that I was never really going to see anymore after yesterday, so I gave them a gift as saying, thank you that I got to know them. So that was my act of kindness. Now, I said that I have some housekeeping to take care of, and I do. So, shoot, where was I supposed to start? Because I knew I was going to talk about, listen, I'm a Pokemon fan. Of course, I need to share my thoughts on the release of Pokémon Legends EA, the Mega Dimension, which we got a few new Mega Evolutions, which I'll get into in a minute. Oh, right. I was going to talk about, it's also technically the last time I'll be talking about Chucker Conroy playing Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, there was actually one video he didn't do yet, which he did a few days ago, and that was, believe it or not, Kingdom Hearts actually had a pilot for a television series. I will admit, as a kid, I always did kind of wish for something like that to happen. Because all the ingredients are there for, Kingdom Hearts to be made into a television show. And there actually was a pilot that was made that was released onto the internet a couple of years ago. It's not there anymore because the director of said pilot was given a cease and desist. And actually, fun fact about the director, because Chucker Conroy interviewed said director. Oh shoot, what was his name? Let me look it up real fast. The sad part is I know what he also did, and Seth Kearsley, right? Seth Kearsley is an animator who, he done shows like Mummy's Alive. He did some work for The Simpsons as well. In fact, he's actually responsible for one of the greatest Simpsons memes ever, where he did like that meme. But my generation whether or not you want to say this is a good thing or a bad thing, we know Seth Kearsley because he directed the movie Eight Crazy Nights. The animated movie that starred Adam Sandler and was produced by Happy Madison. I mean, listen, I remember watching that movie when I was a kid. I actually do remember liking it okay. And then I saw the Nostalgia Critics review of that movie. It's not only one of the worst holiday specials he's ever seen, it's one of the worst movies he's ever seen outright. I mean, listen, this is in no way, shaming Seth Kearsley. I mean, Seth Kearsley's even made fun of that himself. In fact, there have been a couple times where, people reached out to him, and he's reached out to people saying, hey, listen, I felt bad about this movie I made, but I'm really glad that, people got enjoyment. That's actually the good thing about being an artist and creating, not just movie, but any kind of art in general. And that's if, it's not going to appeal to everyone. And some people will always say there's something wrong with it. But it's always the people who enjoy your work. That's what really matters most. If you reach even one person and that one person says, that's not bad. That's pretty good actually. It is. So, but yeah, Seth Kearsley was in charge of the pilot for, here's the thing. Back then, Disney had a way of doing things where story-driven shows were starting to become a thing, but they weren't like the main thing just yet in terms of being really popular and such. So the pilot basically takes place with Sora, Dom, and Goofy going to Agrabah, which is roughly the second half of the game. When obviously, if you play Kingdom Hearts, that's not where the story starts. It's obviously on Destiny Islands. It was basically going to be, the pilot was essentially, a sort of what's the word I'm thinking of? It was going to show how a typical episode would play out. That's what it would do. I never saw the pilot actually, but it was really cool seeing Trevor Conroy talking to Seth Kearsley about it. And I mean, there were some good things about that he liked. Listen, Bill Farmer being the voice of Goofy will always be incredible, as well as Tony Anselmo being the voice of Donald. That's not going to change. And sometimes it does make me wonder, what the world really would be like if we actually got a syndicated Kingdom Hearts show. How would that series play out? I mean, would they start where the first game starts? Or would they start where the actual story starts? Yeah, because, listen, I play Kingdom Hearts. I play See, if you don't know, the actual order of all the Kingdom Hearts games, chronologically, and not, release date, the first game came out, but chronologically, it's Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, 358 over 2 days, Kingdom Hearts 2, Recoded, Dream Drop Distance, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is supposed to be the last one. So there you go. I believe there's also a 2.8 that came out, but that would be spoilers for those who haven't played any of the games yet. So, yeah, listen, it would have been cool to really see a Kingdom Hearts show. It really would have been. I'm sure that, people who were able to see that pilot, liked it a lot. And not to mention, it really was cool seeing, the one YouTuber I've been watching probably the longest over anyone talking to the actual director of this pilot. as well as, again, Eight Crazy Nights. We directed a few episodes of Mummies Alive, Barbie Mysteries. He also did stuff like that. So it's just really cool to see, and I really couldn't think of anyone better to talk about. I mean, and it actually was nice to see Chuck Connery ask, like, were there plans to go into the sequels or anything? And it's like, I mean, I don't want to give away too much of this interview. You really should just check it out yourself. But you know what? I actually found this interview to be very informative, a lot of fun to watch. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe years down the line, maybe we'll get something like a Kingdom Hearts show. I mean, for the most part, a lot of the voice actors are still, some voice actors have sadly passed away. But, that's kind of to be expected. And you know what? If nothing else, Kingdom Hearts fans still have the games. We still have the games. That's good enough for us. Now with that said, let's talk about the Mega Dimension. So, ever since Pokemon released Sword and Shield, they've been doing DLC. For Sword and Shield, they did the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. For the Scarlet and Violet, they did the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. And for Pokémon Legends ZA, they released the Mega Dimension, which, here's the thing. Technically, a few Pokemon in the Mega Dimension were revealed a long time ago, specifically Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. It's just that they weren't going to be released until, again, the Mega Dimension came out. And, actually, hold on, let me look up something real quick. Okay, I'm trying to find the list of Pokemon that were added in the Mega Dimension. I know what the list is, but it never hurts to if I can actually find the list here. Okay, that's not where I find the list. Oh dear, went too far back. Okay, maybe the list is here. Okay. So, the heck? Okay. Sorry, a bunch of pop-ups are showing up blocking the screen. Give me a second to Okay, cool. So, the Pokemon that we got released in the Mega Dimension are Mega Crabominable. I remember that one from Sun and Moon, the Alola region. Staraptor. I love... The Staraptor is easily a Pokemon you use in Diamond Pearl Platinum. Like that, and if you're using a flying type in Diamond Pearl Platinum, it should either be Staraptor or Togekiss, for sure. Golisopod, fan favorite also from the Alola region. Meowstic. Golurk, fan favorite from the Unova region, Black and White. Glumora, fan favorite from Scarlet and Violet. Scovillain, also from Scarlet and Violet. Tatsuguri, also from Scarlet and Violet. Chimecho, I talked about Chimecho once already. Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y, talked about those earlier. Heatran, Darkrai, Baxcalibur, Zeraora, Magearna. But the three I really want to pay close attention to are Absol, Lucario, and Garchomp. Because up till now, they already had Mega Evolutions. But Now there's Mega Absol Z, Mega Lucario Z, and Mega Garchomp Z. I mean, I think I'll start in alphabetical order because they actually technically didn't do that here, but I'll do a Mega Absol Z, which becomes part Ghost type as well, Ghost and Dark. Like defensively, that's actually really good. It only has one weakness, being Fairy. If it was Generation 3, it'd have no weakness at all. So that's actually really great. Garchomp Z. You know what? I actually looked up the stats for Mega Garchomp Z, and the biggest problem with the original Mega Garchomp, not that it was bad, but it fell off because when it Mega Evolved, it actually got 10 points reduced in speed. And in a game where, you know, speed really is almost anything, False Swipe Gaming actually did a video about that, like 10 points of speed makes all, and it's not like Mega Garchomp was slow. I mean, it went from having a 102 speed tier to 92. And 92, that's not slow. Not by any means. But there are some Pokemon that will get the jump on you, and because they move faster, you know, those 10 points make all the difference. So I'm really glad Mega Garchomp Z has an increase in speed, as well as special attack. I'll get into that momentarily. And then there's Mega Lucario Z. Actually, I gotta go back to talking about special attack right now. If you don't know, a Pokemon has 6 visible stats. 7 if you include evasion and accuracy, but I'm not including those. There's HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. Obviously, I just talked about speed a minute ago. Now, attack and defense refer to physical attacks, and defense against those physical attacks. Now, what constitutes physical attack? Basically, if any move ends in like a punch or a kick or a fang or scratching, biting, claw, whatever, that is a physical attack. Now, special attack and special defense refers to exactly what they are. You have special attacks and defense from those special attacks. And special attacks include like Charizard's ability to spit fire, Pikachu's ability to use electricity, Squirtle using water gun. Like, those are special attacks. And Garchomp having a very high special attack, that interests me. Because if I remember correctly, actually, hold on. I can look this up right now. It can actually load real fast. Thank you, Bulbapedia. Shout out to Bulbapedia. Gotta scroll where Garchomp is here. Oh, a little too far. Actually, the good news is, in the Sinnoh Dex, Lucario and Garchomp are right next to each other. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so, where? Okay, yeah, so the original Mega Garchomp had 170 physical attack, while this Mega Garchomp Z has 130 special. Mega Garchomp Z, the original Mega Garchomp, they had 120 special attack, but 141 special attack when it's Mega Garchomp Z. Most importantly, however, again, the original Mega Garchomp had a 92 speed. Mega Garchomp Z, 151. You were outspeeding virtually anything in this game, in the game at that point. Like Regieleki, Weavile using Ice Shard. I really can't think of, actually anyone using a priority move would technically outspeed, because, again, priority moves. But yeah, the problem is, I mean, I know for a fact Garchomp can learn Flamethrower. I'm sure Garchomp can learn Flamethrower. That'd be a special attack you teach it. Okay, seriously, Bulbapedia, what are you doing? I'm trying to get to where Garchomp's moves are. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Wait. Hold the phone. Ah, darn it. Sorry, Bulbapedia takes a while to load. Did Mega Garchomp Z have a different typing? It does. It just has a... It's just a regular dragon type now. That's how they balanced it out. Okay. Alright. Okay, that explains a couple things. Alright. Now, where are the, where's the moves that I can learn? Because, again, Flamethrower can learn. That's one special move you would teach her. I think by extension, Fire Blast. By the way, this actually does appeal to a Mega Lucario Z as well, but I'm going to get the Garchomp first. Oh, I think I went a little too far. Okay, you can learn Twister. That's a special dragon type move, but that doesn't really do much for it. It can learn. Oh, right. I forgot I could learn Surf too. And Dragon Pulse. Okay. Surf, Dragon, Flamethrower. Nailed it. Well, Draco Meteor. That works. Oh, Earth Power. Duh. Of course, you learn Earth Power. Okay, so yeah, there actually is precedent for Garchomp to be a special attacker, even before you Mega Evolve it. Alright. Okay. Up, Fire Blast, there's Fire Blast. Alright. Sure. But now we gotta get to the other one, Lucario, because longtime Pokemon fans, as well as Pokemon fans who play competitively, know this, but when Lucario was first, well, obviously everyone knows Lucario being introduced, everyone thought it was a legendary because of its own movie. It was a pretty solid movie, by the way. Anyway, where was I? Right. So, when Lucario first came to be, before Mega Evolution or anything, it actually had a stronger suit as a special attacker. And I remember the very first Lucario I ever used was predominantly a special attacker. You know, teach it Aura Sphere, which at one point was its signature move. Psychic to take care of fighting types, which it was weak to. Water Pulse to take care of ground and fire types, which is also was weak to. And its last move could be Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball. If you really want to go for power, you can do Focus Blast. Does it learn anything else that's special oriented? I mean, I imagine now it might actually learn Earth Power because if it learns Earthquake as a physical attacker, I'll get to that in a second. Right, okay. So yeah, they really made Mega Lucario Z a special attacker. Also with 151 base speed like Mega Garchomp Z has. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, Vacuum Wave, or Sphere, there we go. Oh, it's Dragon Pulse also, alright. Flash Cannon, I should have known it learns Flash Cannon. Let's see. Still learns Water Pulse, okay. Flash Cannon for stab, that works. Dark Pulse, I mentioned Dark Pulse earlier. Shadow Ball, I mentioned Dragon Pulse and Psychic. Steel Beam again. Oh, I already mentioned Steel Beam. Yeah, like Lucario's special attack move pool is pretty solid overall, but that's not what people gravitated towards. See, when playing competitively, people figured out that once Lucario uses Swords Dance, which boosts physical attacks, you were pretty much off to the races. I mean, you think Lucario's special move pool is great. I mean, Close Combat, Earthquake, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Crunch, Stone Edge, Extreme Speed, Brick Break. I think I mentioned Close Combat already. Poison Jab, Iron Tail, Meteor Mash. I really could keep going. So when Lucario got its first Mega Evolution, it made sense for it to be a physical attacker when it Mega Evolves. But now with Mega Lucario Z, it returns to its special attacking roots, and it's going to be really good. So, I mean, yeah, these new Mega Pokemon that we're getting in the Mega Dimension, they seem pretty great. I can't wait to see. I mean, from what I hear, the one major problem with Pokemon Legends ZA is that abilities aren't involved. So at this time, I don't really know what ability Mega Lucario Z has, or virtually any other new Mega Evolution Pokemon we got. Not to mention, like, I can't talk about Mega Pokemon we're getting without talking about the two legendaries that everyone's, like, Heatran definitely deserved a Mega Evolution, and it did. It looks awesome. And then there's Darkrai. Man, I can't help but feel kind of bad for Darkrai because, like, in virtually every, like, fictional medium for Pokemon, like, they always make Darkrai to be a villain, which, I mean, deservedly so. I mean, it's the nightmare Pokemon. It's known for giving people bad dreams. Yeah, it definitely earned that moniker, but it's in Mega form. Like, when it first Mega Evolves, it's actually kind of terrifying to look at. And that's kind of not. I mean, I don't know how I feel about Darkrai's Mega Evolution. I really don't. Because there's some things about it that look so cool. Like, I kind of thought, like, it would undergo a transformation, like it actually has more defined humanoid characteristics. It doesn't really have that here. But it looks cool. And listen, I'm sure, I mean, not to mention in the Mega Dimension, like, Pokemon are over level 100 now. What kind of chaos is this? Well, I guess fans of the game will have to find out. Honestly, the future for Pokemon looks really bright right now. And I mean, we're heading into 30 years this franchise has been around almost. That's crazy. I don't know what they're going to do for their 30th anniversary, but I think it's going to be pretty big. And you know what? This was a fun video to do. Because the next several videos I'm making are going to be quite sad. You'll see momentarily. Well, by momentarily, I mean tomorrow. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to YouTube channel, follow social media. As always, I'm very humble. This video for you guys watch Jordan. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Friday. Remember, if you guys want to talk, James, you can let me know. Always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.